a prospect receives a check-in from his agent, who wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions. A minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff. This team's pitchers are being challenged to ask more of themselves.
Future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Reading attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. And now here is Simone Muzziotti. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
To the plate now, Kerry Chow. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play. Now to bat, Robert Byrne. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Nope.
A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
2 down now.
And a strike to even the count.
Hey, come on,
1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Bay Sox lead this thing 3-0. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Kevin Velasco.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
No balls and 1 strike.
Was there one here? High
and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
You can tell he wants that pitch back. That was a changeup right there that he handled nicely. Just got a hair early on and hooked it foul.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Standing in now, Scott Spindler. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Chamberlain calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. So next to hit is Jalen Ortiz. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. And a curveball in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So to go quietly here in this half inning. Now at the plate is Gil Garcia as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The left fielder.
First delivery to him.
Garcia.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field.
Mine. I got
Chamberlain is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Now into the box, Jay Escobar.
The designated hitter.
First offering.
Jay Escobar.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Plays that first now.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
At the plate now, Steven Franco fouled away.
Franco.
And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Fouled off. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings complete. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Simone Muzziotti. He doubled his last time up. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Ready with another 0-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. A throw down to first, 1 away. Next, here is Kerry Chow. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, come on now.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Now batting.
At the plate, Robert Byrne. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. He's under it, and that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Kevin Velasco. First offering.
Velasco.
Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And now Scott Spindler, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Third baseman.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
1 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to short. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Next to stand in is Jalen Ortiz. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there, strike 1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
The windup and the 0-1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the. So now into the box is Gil Garcia. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
And that's out number 1. So the next to bat will be Jay Escobar. He went down on strikes in his last at bat. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch lifted down the line in left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Hey, 2 out.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Hey, 2.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Santiago has got it, and the side is retired. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 7th inning coming up. Now it'll be Simone Muzziotti. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And there's 1 away. Next to hit is Kerry Chow. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Now a flare out toward right center. Santiago onto the grass, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. So only the second hit he's given up tonight.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kevin Velasco. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that stone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits.
Leading off for the Fightin' Phils, the right fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Jalen Ortiz is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's ball 2 now.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Ready now is Gil Garcia, 0-for-2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. And he fouls this one off. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Softly hit toward the hole. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So stepping in is Shane Escobar. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Digging in, the switch hitter, Steven Franco. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out. And over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
And that is down as that could be 2 bases. And they'll get the ball back in quickly, holding him to a single.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. If Grand Slam is still in play, let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Kerry Chow is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
2-2 the count. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Stepping up is Robert Burns, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And he lays off for ball one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
3-1 to him now. No walks yet. Here's the delivery to the left side, but it's well foul. He's set, and the payoff pitch lifted down the line in left. Azzopardi will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Now at the plate, Kevin Velasco. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Hit back up the middle. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
4-0 the score tonight. The Bay Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Timothy Campbell gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshow.com.
For the fight.
As we look at this young pitching prospect, there are so many things to learn early in your professional career as a pitcher. Al Leiter is with us. Al, what are some of the biggest things to keep in mind as you start your rise in the pro ranks as a hurler?
Well, I think the simplicity of pitching, and I shouldn't use simplicity because there is a tremendous amount of artistry to it, but I'll base it down to this. Whether you're teaching a high school guy, a college guy, minor league guy, or big league guy, there's principles of it. Strike one is paramount. Strike one, get ahead. Have the ability to command a fastball. On top of that, changing speeds, and we see it all the time with respects to analytics and where we are with statistical data. Changing speeds with not only one pitch but 2 pitches. So I want to see command of a fastball, preferably down and away. I still love it. Still hard to hit a home run down and away. Be able to utilize both sides of the plate of your fastball, whether it's 90, 95, 85, I don't care what the number is, and then have 2 breaking balls that you can throw for strikes. The constant stepping on the gas pedal and hitting the brake is really the effectiveness of pitching. Fast, slow, and locating your pitches.
A player new to his AA squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
be the show in this present. Now into the box, Henry Alvarez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch.
The center fielder.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Fellas, our visiting team, as they take the field after a scoreless top half, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
The windup and the 0-1.
Balls up!
Pitch
balls
popped up, and there's the first out. At the plate now is Joe McCarthy, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
That missed.
Start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Hey, get him yourself right here, kid.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So now to the plate, Raul Batista, as he lifts it in the air to right field.
Batista.
Chamberlain is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. And ending in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the DH, Jason Ramirez.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at-bat at a time.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting into shallow right field. Santiago backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Next, it'll be Peter Maris. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. So next to bat will be Jacob Hayward, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Down the third baseline. This will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, another foul ball. Now another 1-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the third. And stepping in, Jeff MacArthur as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop.
First offering.
MacArthur.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And there's their first hit of the game. Into the box now, Jacob Gonzalez. And the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. 2-0 pitch on the way. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty, 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Azzopardi will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Henry Alvarez. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. This is foul right side. MacArthur is off of first with 2 away. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. Now to the plate, Joe McCarthy looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Chamberlain has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Next up is Raul Batista. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Boy, dear, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
1-1 the count.
Here we go, 1.
Has a look, now the pitch. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Stepping in now, Peter Maris. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the weight pitch pretty well. He just saw.
He's coming.
Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy in the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
Digging in next, Jeff MacArthur, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley.
Here we go, relay. Cut, hold it.
As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. To the plate now, Jacob Gonzalez. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates.
Nobody.
He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well. And that brings up Mike Compton as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 4 runs here in this half inning.
That's up.
You've got room. Davis is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So it's 4 runs on 5. Digging in will be Henry Alvarez. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
No doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Joe McCarthy is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Here we go, right now, fellas.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he popped him up. Pacheco is over to take a look at it, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Oh, that grounder got him. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So a good job for him there. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and digging in is the DH, the switch hitter, Jason Ramirez. Fastball in there for a called strike. No offer at that one. It's a called strike. Struck him out. So now here is Peter Maris. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Bounced towards the second baseman. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Stepping in next, Jacob Hayward flew out last time up. A fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
2 balls and a strike now.
1-1-1.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Now at the plate here is Jeff MacArthur. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
You got it. Take your pick.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Up.
Popped up. And he'll settle under it, but he can't hold on to it. Oh, boy. Hayward leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Full count.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And another base hit for him now. 3 for 3 in this one.
Hey, I like this right here. Offense putting a little bit of pressure right here on the defense. This game is not over yet. And if somebody can catch a gap or maybe hit one out, we got a chance to get back in this ball game. We might have something here.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a base hit. Cody Sedlock gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 59.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak.
they were going to play with using this kid on the mound and in the field, but it seems they've quickly abandoned that idea. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me. Jim, does that tell you that the pick on him was a reach as high as it was?
You know, I really wouldn't say that at all. I mean, one thing I've learned over the years is you don't want to judge a draft too soon. Sure. You got to wait for it to play out and see how the guy, give him years in the big leagues before you really know for sure. But to be honest, it's so difficult to make it as a two-way player because it's difficult to make it as a hitter or as a pitcher, and to try to do both is that much harder. And I've seen a number of instances where you have a guy who's maybe a two-way player at the amateur level, and you bring him into pro ball, and you make him a pitcher, and then you see his fastball gets better because he's not drained, he's not exerting energy, trying to make it as a position player. His secondary stuff gets better because he has more time to work on it. The same thing. I've seen plenty of hitters who've given up pitching, and then they can focus on hitting, and they get better. Maybe they start driving the ball more. They become better defensive players because they have more time to take ground balls or fly balls, as the case may be. So, no, I wouldn't say it's a mistake. We've got to let this guy's career play out.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Baseball is live and on the air on the show. And now here is Danny Ramos, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The center fielder, Danny.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now that's playing some average baseball. Through 4 games of this homestand, they split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more. Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
The 0-1 pitch. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. And he struck him out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact. Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but That was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Behind 0-2 now. From the belt. Kicks and deals. This one's flared out toward left. Left fielder coming in, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Aldrin Corredor comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
I believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat.
First, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. So runners in scoring position, and here is Brody Reed looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. So they get a couple of men into scoring. So now to the plate, Jake Noll. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Fouled away. In the air to straightaway right. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away. Into the box, Osvaldo Duarte. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
That's the ball.
A ball and no strikes.
Place it first.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Fouled off. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
2 strikes to count.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Grounder down the line at third. Reined in. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Now here's the first offering. Tilak Dewala is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Weak roller right side. He's got it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Stepping in once again is Danny Ramos. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Striding forward now is the DH. Giselle Antuna. First time up, he went down looking. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next to dig in, Jonathan Walton. He collected a base hit his first time up. Popped up. Santiago shading to his right, but it's the pitcher that makes the play. And the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning.
Hey, come on, guys.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Aldrin Corredor. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Count even now at 1-1. Left side, but well foul. Here comes the 1-2. A strikeout looking. Next up, Brody Reed. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the bottom of the order, providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Striding in is Tim Lakdawalla. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
No runner, go home.
And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Giselle Antuna. He flew out in his last debut. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Hey, no runner. Eat it.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
One there, relayed to Davis, and indeed it's a double play. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Aldrim Corredor. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. 1 hit's all they get. And now in the box, Brody Reed. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. He gathers the throw. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Jake Block comes on now, and he'll take over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well at all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
Minor League Baseball. So now here is Danny Ramos. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now a pitch on the way. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
Standing in now, Giselle Antuna. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Up next, Alec Keller. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. And it's fouled away.
You've got one out right here.
Strike 2.
Let's turn it now. Let's come on now.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. So here is Aldrin Corredor back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. 0-1 the count. Comes set. Now the pitch. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Another 0-2 coming. Rolled slowly down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Swinging a ball line hard towards short, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, that's just a case, Dero. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of it.
And Davis will put this one away, and the inning is over. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Now to the plate, here is Jake Noll. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the 2nd.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the 1st out of the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to 1st for the 2nd out of the inning. Now to bat, Phil Van Valkenburg. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Lifted down the line in left. In there, the base hit. Throwing to 2nd. And he'll make it to 2nd base now with 2 gone.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking, too, right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to 2nd to earn himself a double.
No, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it 1st.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
Here's the 0-1. Here's a pop-up now. Davis has a play, handles it easily, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 error in the inning. And now, Giselle Antuna 0-for-1 after a pop-out in foul territory his 1st time through. Now that's popped up. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the 1st out. So next to hit is Alec Keller. Flew out last time up. Hit softly down the line at 1st. And they'll have no play as he reaches 1st base safely. So now to the plate, Aldrin Corredor. And here's a ball hit in the air. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Cut it. No runner. No runner.
At the plate, Roddy Reed. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he falls behind 0-2. Keller, the runner at first with 2 gone. Throws it on strike 3. For the final out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left. Now here's the pitch.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Nobody here, nobody.
The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Santiago is there for it.
Me.
And that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate is Osvaldo Duarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and a strike to count. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it. 0-2.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
1 out, nobody on. Count remains at 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Hey, 1 out here. We got one.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. Next to hit, Phil Van Valkenburg. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Hey, 2 out.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tim Lakdawalla. First pitch of the AB now. And he gets ahead 0-1.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he better be careful with that curveball. That's coming across and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw sails a bit, but Davis is able to get up there to record the out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Danny Ramos popped into foul ground his last time up. And that's taken for strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Next will be the designated hitter, Yasel Antuna. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Long run for the center fielder. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
Relay, 3.
And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Yeah, he was on cruise control for a while, posting a lot of zeros, but after he gives up that triple, he's going to need to put some work in if he's going to get out of this inning unscathed.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Aldrin Corredor. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Aldrim Corredor is retired leading off the bottom of the sixth. Now the first pitch.
Brody
Reed is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning. That was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
Pops this one up, and he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Ready now is Osvaldo Duarte. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Now that's just a nasty cutter right there. I don't care if that's his cold zone and he doesn't handle that pitch in that well. Most hitters don't get to that.
Hit well on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly by Davis, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Next to stand in is Phil Van Valkenburg. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And that's in there for strike 1.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right to the...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Starting to run out of innings here. Now it'll be Danny Ramos. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
Lifted down the line in left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 pitch. Ramos gets his lead at first, nobody out. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Swing, and he pops him up. Pacheco in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The 0-2 once more. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
0-1 count and the pitch.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. This one pretty well in. So stepping in is Aldrim Corredor. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Nick Dean is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home 9th. So the next to bat will be
Now
Brody
batting,
Reed.
catcher,
He's hitless in
Rowdy.
3 at-bats to this point. Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now a changeup is bounced to second. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. Next, here is Jake Noll. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. He'll get it into second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Osvaldo Duarte is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Noll at second with 2 down. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. And a high throw to first, but he's able to reach up and grab it, and this ball game is over.
Hey, this was a crazy game. Completely lopsided throughout. But these guys did a lot of things right. It's hard to blow somebody out like they did and still get a shutout. A really nicely played game all the way around.
A 7-0 shutout final today. The Bay Sox took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Timothy Campbell notches his 3rd win of the year. Reed Schaller was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac.
Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all is in the street. Y'all take ministry. Y'all just sin and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like, never mind. They playing with all of these and this is money, but never mind. I could probably never rhyme. And still be $1 million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth is to keep it a buck. You play with me once and you dumped. The that I say when I'm done. You know I'm ignorant. I'm at my house party acting. Telling my guests that I don't use it. Then turn around and I do it again. Act like a saint. Who am I to pretend? Asking the Lord to forgive all my sins with my fingers crossed behind my back with a grin. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends. They like to pretend.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
Cause they couldn't see me going very far. Now I be overseas with the mob. I get paid when I pass a bar.
He's getting some great results on the mound early in his pro career, and people around the game are taking notice. One of those people is Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline, who joins me now. Jonathan, what are you seeing when you look at him out there on the mound?
There's nothing more exciting than seeing a guy going from the amateur game to the pro game and hitting the ground running. He's really taken to the pro instruction. You've seen all of his stuff take a step forward in the way he's using his pitches. He works quickly. He throws a lot of strikes.
Mike Tyson, that's why my hunger so deep. I replied, ain't no love in the streets. Also, there wasn't no love in my home, so only get love when it's coming from me. Preach. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Hartford Yard Goats. It's baseball. It's the show, and it comes your way next. Striding in is Scott Burcham. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. Next to hit is Grant Levine. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Third, the left fielder.
This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Nick Longy is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Fouled away. Out in front as he grounds this one to short. And he'll go to short way to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Miles Jones. No balls and 1 strike. Campbell isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
The third baseman, Jose.
Popped up. Santiago is under it. 2 gone. Stepping up is Willie Abreu. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Behind 0-2 now. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Now at the plate, Marcus Efting comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. At the plate now is Alan Trejo. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. 0-1 the count. Third inning, no score to this point. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Now into the box, Scott Burcham. He hit the ball hard, but lined out to start the ball game. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Hey, now, we got 2.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And he will make it up to second as he advances on the throwing miscue. My goodness.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Fouled off.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Now the 0-2.
No, that's bad.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. Now here's a ball heading for the right field corner. This has the distance, and it stays fair. Home run.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
He singled in his first AB. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Nickney will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Nick Longy.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Miles Jones will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. He's right there. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth. Next, it'll be Jose Gomez. He topped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him. He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Willie Abreu. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
The windup and the 0-1. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
The next 0-2. Swinging a ball lifted into straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And stepping in, Alan Trejo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Scott Burcham. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Nickney is there, 1 away. Grant Levine stands in again, and his home run earlier has accounted for all of their runs so far in this one. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Nickney is underneath this one, and there's the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, Brian Saucedo. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch of the AB now. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Nothing doing here this half. Now at the plate, here is Nick Longy. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
That's a ball. Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1 and 2. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Next up is Jose Gomez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that one yanked just foul.
Here we go, guys.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Jake Blah will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Number 46.
Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes. They worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats.
Nothing.
A1, I ain't talking steak sauce. Run it now and I'm a great boss. Run it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, trying to be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there. Sitting in the shine, make it dim right there. Gospel truth, got a 10 right there. That boy stay by the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Try to Uber, pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got some in the back like some mosquitoes, and I never play myself. You getting low on the placebo. These C-notes getting them looser than that's how it is. And Primo is the feeling when this trio get down to biz. I heard you need a hit. Got the gloves, you been ollie with the slip. Shower me with love, already bathing and drip. This ain't a skip, blue chip on the mission, finna dip. Pole position, little. It's been a long time